Alright, this is Joanne's video, and we're talking about some position stuff here, and a part of what the issues have been is because of the way you've been holding your mandolin like this over here and letting it down. It just makes it tougher. So what we want to do again is put this mandolin at a 45-degree angle in between our leg like that, and we want to have it up at a 45-degree angle and anchor our hand. You're doing great on this anchoring part. And what we discovered was you're kind of doing a thing with your fingers where you almost like you feel they have to be like perfect right angles, 90 degrees to your fingerboard. They do not. We looked at that Chris Thiel video and we saw that his fingers, our fingernails, especially in those first three fingers, which is all we're going to use for a while, are kind of at a 45-degree angle. So this one is, this finger, first finger is looking like that, second finger looking like that, following the same angle of this finger, the way that the fingernails are is what I look at. And then this one, same thing. So you see, it's not like these two are like this and this one's over here like this, right? And if I do that, I just crack my wrist by trying to do that. That's the kind of strain it puts on you. So we want to just put this on. And this thumb, also we realized that you were kind of coming up over here and doing something like this, or it was straight up, and we want this thumb to be on the back here on that first knuckle, facing kind of at a 45-degree angle back. Once we start doing this, we're going to be in trouble. What's it going to do? It's going to shorten our reach. So we move that thumb back to that 45-degree angle. Look what happens. I mean, I'm exaggerating how far we can reach, right? I'm at the 11th fret right now with my third finger, still in that, my thumb still back here. Now I'm at I can't quite get to the first fret, but I can get to the second fret with this, which we aren't even going to use third finger for second fret, but I'm just kind of trying to show you how that thumb and these slides work. Okay, so we can slide our third finger, and I want you, as we slide it, I don't want you to buckle up and change the angle of this third finger. I want you to keep it at that, slide it at that 45-degree angle, and see how my finger is staying at the same angle and sliding, and my thumb is, as I do this, it's gradually disappearing, isn't it, almost, from behind there. It's laying down, but it's never going back up like this and coming forward. So now, one of the other things we talked about is putting all three fingers on the string in a parallel look to them. So all three of these are 45-degree angles. And now thumb is there on the back, just above the first knuckle for me. And then we slide these like this, all three together. And this will develop our feeling of our fingers working at one angle and together, like we saw with the Chris Thiel thing. All right? And that again is the pivot. And as I pivot up, what happens? That thumb kind of lays down even more towards the peg head. There you go. You kind of getting it yet? Okay, but you're moving your thumb. We want your thumb to pivot on the same. So, yeah. So let's see. Okay, well, I'm going to finish the video and then we'll work a little bit more on that. So anyway, that's what we're after right here. I'm not moving my thumb up and down like this, okay? And my thumb is here. I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to slide on these strings. And hopefully the same, you can slide in the same string here, third string, fourth string, but no, my thumb isn't moving. It's just pivot. It's pivoting, yes. So as we pivot the fingers, as they slide up the neck, what happens with the thumb? It lays down. And we don't purposely try to lay it down, but when we slide our fingers up at a 45-degree angle, it will just lay down if we pivot and we don't move it, okay? We can move it as far as pivoting, but we don't actually pick up the thumb or allow it to move right with our fingers like this. What we're after is this. And this will develop the proper angle with our fingers. We also talked about 025. But if we do that, I want to make sure you do that first one first to work on that 45-degree angle. So that's one of the things that I noticed between the second and fifth frets when you were hesitating. I think this will make it easier to reach. Play Worried Man in this 45-degree angle position, okay? hand. So if you look at them, they're kind of diagonal, which is a 45 degree angle. Okay, that's what we're going to work on this week.
Okay.
Okay?